What's up, legends? Welcome back to the Nexus, where we break down the biggest moments in gaming and esports. The news cycle never sleeps, and neither do we. Get ready for some absolutely massive updates that you need to know. From game-changing patch notes to the ultimate champion pairings, we're diving deep into everything that's making waves right now. Don't blink because you might miss it. We've got the insights that matter, delivered with the energy you expect. Let's jump straight into the action. First up, we're talking about mastering the meta with some killer champion synergies. If you play League of Legends, you know how crucial the right support can be, and we've got the lowdown on who to pair with one of the most iconic ADCs. Get ready to lock in that win. Then, we're hitting you with the latest intel straight from the Rift with the breakdown of the most recent patch. What's getting buffed, what's getting nerfed, and how will it shake up your game? We've got all the details you need to stay ahead of the curve. But that's not all. We're also exploring another fan-favorite champion and uncovering the perfect partners to dominate the bot lane. It's all about synergy and strategy, and we're revealing the secrets to success. And finally, get ready for a glimpse into the future with a preview of what's next. We're talking about new skins, potential champion adjustments, and what to expect as the meta continues to evolve. You do not want to miss this. Make sure you're subscribed, hit that notification bell, and let's get into it. Unlocking Miss Fortune's potential, the ultimate support lineup. Discover the 5 top-tier support champions that perfectly complement Miss Fortune in League of Legends for 2025. Mastering Miss Fortune hinges on her ability to unleash devastating multi-man ultimates, and selecting the right support is paramount to achieving this goal. The ideal support will either lock down opponents to facilitate her ultimate or enhance her poke during the crucial landing phase. We've curated a list of 5 exceptional pairings that offer consistent power, regardless of the current meta. Leona stands out as a classic and highly effective partner for Miss Fortune. Her robust crowd control capabilities create perfect setups for Miss Fortune's ultimate, and unlike some other aggressive supports, she doesn't need to commit to a full all-in to be effective. Leona's inherent all-in potential also provides significant kill pressure in the early game, allowing Miss Fortune to secure advantageous positions and maximize her damage output. Nautilus offers a similar advantage with his potent crowd control, providing ample time for Miss Fortune to channel her bullet time ultimate. His ability to chain crowd control effects can lock down targets effectively, and like Leona, he brings considerable kill pressure to the lane if his skill shots connect. However, Nautilus is generally less tanky than Leona, placing a greater emphasis on the player's ability to land his crucial hooks consistently. For professional play and teamfight-oriented strategies, Miss Fortune and Rel form a formidable duo. Rel's capacity to dive into the enemy team and group multiple opponents with her ultimate creates an ideal scenario for Miss Fortune to unleash her area of effect damage. The success of this combination heavily relies on Rel's game sense and her ability to initiate effectively, creating the perfect angles for Miss Fortune's devastating ultimate. Shifting focus to lane dominance, Zyra emerges as the premier choice for aggressive laning. Her plant-based defense and potent poke pressure can force enemies out of the lane, preventing them from farming minions. If Zyra lands her crowd control, Miss Fortune can easily follow up with her damage. The synergy between their ultimates is particularly noteworthy. A well-placed Zyra ultimate that knocks up multiple enemies guarantees a clean sweep with Miss Fortune's bullet time. For players who prefer an enchanter playstyle, Nami is the optimal support for Miss Fortune. Her healing provides sustain during the landing phase, and her E ability can significantly boost Miss Fortune's damage during early trades. While this pairing may lack the hard lockdown of other supports, Nami excels at enabling Miss Fortune to find the perfect position to cast her ultimate and decimate the enemy team. Audience impact. Players are buzzing about these strategic pairings, with discussions heating up on forums and social media about the best ways to maximize Miss Fortune's impact in the current meta. But what happens when the meta itself gets a shakeup? Stay tuned as we break down the latest patch notes that are changing the game. Next up, the full breakdown of League of Legends, patch 25.17 buffs and nerfs. League of Legends patch 25.17, buffs, nerfs, and meta shifts. League of Legends has officially deployed patch 25.17, and the latest update brings a wave of changes designed to shake up the meta. With a focus on champion buffs, this patch introduces significant improvements to 10 champions while implementing nerfs to 4. Notably, Riot Games has also been testing new WASD controls, and these updates can be experienced with the new movement system, leading to a varied player experience. The most substantial buffs are directed at Illaoi and Kog'Maw, two champions poised to see increased playability. Illaoi's Defiant Dance ability sees its minimum damage scale increase from plus 40% AP to plus 50% AP, with the full minimum damage now calculated as 10/20/30/40/50, plus 40% AD, plus 50% AP. Her maximum damage also receives a boost, changing from plus 120% AP to plus 150% AP, resulting in full maximum damage stats of 30/60/90/120/150, plus 120% AD, plus 150% AP. Furthermore, her Flawless Duet E ability benefits from a reduced cooldown, shifting from 16/15/14/13/12 seconds to 16/24.5/13/11.5/10 seconds. And its damage is increased with an AP ratio boost from plus 80% AP to plus 100% AP. Kog'Maw's Caustic Spittle Q now boasts increased AP damage, with the ratio rising from plus 80% AP to plus 90% AP. His Bioarcane Barrage W also receives an enhancement to its on-hit AP damage, increasing the scaling from 1% per 100 AP to 1.5% per 100 AP based on target's max HP. His ultimate, Living Artillery, R, gets an improved minimum damage, with the AP ratio adjusted from plus 35% AP to plus 35/40/45% AP. Several other champions receive notable buffs. Kassadin's Null Sphere Q AP ratio increases from plus 65% AP to plus 70% AP, and his Force Pulse E AP ratio also goes up from plus 60% AP to plus 70% AP. Kane's mana costs are reduced, with Reaping Slash Q dropping from 50 to 40 mana, and Blade's Reach W seeing its mana cost lowered across all ranks. Misfortune's base attack damage is increased from 53 to 55. Morgana's Tormented Shadow W has its mana cost reduced and its minimum damage per second increased. Nilla's Formless Blade Q secondary damage to monsters is significantly buffed from 10% total AD to 100% total AD. Senna's base attack speed growth is increased, and her Piercing Darkness Q healing receives a boost. Set's bonus monster damage on Facebreaker E is increased. Vayne's Silver Bolts W monster damage is changed to a flat damage value regardless of health. Conversely, some champions face nerfs. Gwen's base armor is reduced, and her Needlework R slow is adjusted. Mastria's base health is decreased, and the on-hit damage modifier on his Alpha Strike Q is reduced. Rumble's passive Junkyard Titan Overheated damage now includes a percentage of target max HP, and his Flamespitter Q damage over time is slightly reduced. Singed's Poison Trail Q duration and maximum damage ticks per application are decreased. Additionally, Teemo's Noxious Trap R opacity is increased, and Yunara's Cultivation of Spirit Q receives several bug fixes, including damage issues. Audience impact. Players are actively discussing the impact of these changes, with particular attention on how the Illaoi and Kog'Maw buffs will affect the top and mid lanes, and how the numerous smaller buffs might influence the overall meta. As the meta continues to shift with these adjustments, the future holds even more exciting developments. What's on the horizon? Next up, discover the perfect support partners for another popular ADC, Kai'Sa. Synergizing for success, the top Kai'Sa support pairings. Kai'Sa, one of League of Legends' most dynamic and popular attack damage carries, thrives on synergy with her support to reach her powerful item spikes. To truly unlock her potential and dominate the bottom lane, selecting the right support champion is crucial. This guide highlights 5 essential support picks that complement Kai'Sa's aggressive playstyle and scaling capabilities. Nautilus, despite recent meta shifts, remains a formidable partner for Kai'Sa. His signature hooks and layered crowd control abilities provide the crucial setup needed for Kai'Sa to unleash her burst damage on squishy targets, capitalizing on her high attack speed. This reliable combination is particularly effective in lower ranks where enemy positioning mistakes are more common, offering consistent kill pressure. Alistar's aggressive playstyle perfectly aligns with Kai'Sa's need for initiation and follow-up damage. His iconic Headbutt Pulverize combo, QW, provides the necessary lockdown duration for Kai'Sa to apply her damage effectively. Furthermore, Alistar's ultimate enhances his survivability during teamfights, allowing him to initiate crucial engagements while Kai'Sa deals damage from a safer distance. This pairing is ideal for players who prefer an assertive and playmaking approach. Blitzcrank and Kai'Sa form a potent kill lane, capable of snowballing the bottom lane through consistent hook accuracy. Landing Blitzcrank's hooks often leads to favorable trades and potential early kills, giving Kai'Sa a significant gold advantage. However, this strategy requires careful management of Blitzcrank's hook cooldown, as enemies will actively punish any downtime. Mastering this duo demands high mechanical skill and a keen understanding of risk versus reward. Pyke, a high-risk, high-reward champion, also synergizes well with Kai'Sa, offering ample kill opportunities through his mobility and execute potential. The additional gold generated by Pyke's ultimate can accelerate Kai'Sa's item power spikes, which are essential for her carry potential. While their synergy may diminish in the later stages of the game, maximizing their impact during the landing phase is key to securing victory. Rell emerges as one of the strongest support choices for Kai'Sa in coordinated team play. Her ability to dive into enemy formations and apply widespread crowd control sets the stage perfectly for Kai'Sa to deliver her high-damage output. While their early landing phase might be less dominant, strategic coordination with the jungler can secure Kai'Sa the resources needed to snowball her lead. Audience impact. Discussions are rife across gaming communities about the best Kai'Sa support pairings, with players sharing their experiences and debating the effectiveness of each duo in the current meta. With these champion synergies highlighted, let's shift our focus to how the game itself is evolving. What major updates are on the horizon? Next up, a preview of League of Legends patch 25.18, including exciting new skins and potential champion adjustments. League of Legends patch 25.18 preview, T1 skins, Illaoi nerfs, and future meta shifts. As players continue to adapt to the recent changes introduced in patch 25.17, the League of Legends community is already looking ahead to the next major update, patch 25.18. Scheduled to go live on September 10, 2025, this upcoming patch promises significant content drops, including the highly anticipated T1 World skins and notable adjustments for champions like Illaoi. The T1 World's 2024 skins are a major highlight of patch 25.18, celebrating T1's 5th World Championship victory. These skins are expected to feature unique designs for each player on the championship roster, with Faker, the finals MVP, receiving a special prestige skin. The anticipation for these cosmetic additions is high, as they represent a significant milestone for the team and the game. In terms of gameplay changes, game designer Spydrax has revealed initial details about upcoming adjustments for Illaoi. The Kog'Maw champion is slated to receive a major nerf to her passive ability, which could significantly impact her sustain and damage output. Additionally, her Tentacle Smash W ability will see a reduction in its AD ratio. While Illaoi has been a powerful pick in the top lane, her relatively low pick rate suggests these changes might be aimed at balancing her impact without drastically altering her role. Patch 25.17, which went live on August 27th, brought several interesting changes, including buffs to champions like Kassadin and Morgana, and improvements to jungle clearing for Vayne and Set. While these changes are still settling into the meta, the preview for patch 25.18 indicates a focus on high-profile content and targeted champion adjustments. With only one major change for Illaoi leaked so far, it's still too early to predict the full impact of patch 25.18 on the game's meta. Riot Games typically releases a detailed preview of upcoming patches a week before their official deployment. Players are encouraged to check back for more information as it becomes available, allowing for a deeper analysis of how these changes might reshape team compositions and strategies. Audience impact. Fans are eagerly awaiting the release of the T1 skins, with discussions already buzzing about their potential designs and the impact of Illaoi's nerfs on the top lane meta. From the strategic depths of champion pairings to the broad strokes of patch updates, we've covered a lot of ground. But what's the ultimate takeaway from all this exciting news? Next up, a quick recap of today's top stories and your chance to join the conversation. All right, legends, that's a wrap on today's breakdown. We covered the best misfortune supports, dove deep into the patch 25.17 buffs and nerfs, explored Kai'Sa's ideal support partners, and gave you a preview of the upcoming patch 25.18 with T1 skins. If you found this info valuable, smash that like button, subscribe for more daily gaming insights, ring that notification bell so you never miss an update, and let us know in the comments which story you're most excited about. Don't forget to follow us on all social platforms to stay connected. We'll see you in the next one.